And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. As we all know, it's Thursday, Artsy Thursday here on the show. And our book chats is one of our most critical segments on the show. And with me on the couch is Funmi Akin-Ajayi. She is a passionate textile design coach with over 8 years of experience in the world of textile arts, especially batik and Adire making, fabric printing and painting. She's also the author of the book we're about to review, 30 Business Opportunities in Adire Making. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So first, I need to ask you, what you're wearing is lovely. Did you design this as well?
I did.
Okay, so talk to us a little bit about textile design.
Okay.
I remember back then in school, home economics, we were made to, do tie and dye. You know, it was part of our home economics practicals then. And I really don't know if that is still being done in schools these days. But let's talk a little bit about, textile design, which you are, which you do. I mean, you design, you paint, you craft, you put it together. Let's talk about, from conceptualization to production. What is the process and what goes into it?
Okay, for textile design, what we actually do is that we design the textile that is already made. So we have different parts of textile designing. We have the fabric painting, we have the fabric printing, we have the dyeing, which is the Adire part of it. We have the surface embellishment, that is the beading, putting rhinestones and everything. So we have different types of textile design. So everyone has their own different ways that you can actually create their designs, and each design will determine how long you're going to create the designs.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, now you talked about, designing your own Adire fabrics for your clothing line, which is another, one of the business opportunities that you mentioned here. Designing, most every Adire designer know how to, or must they be involved in textile designing?
Yeah, you should be involved, even if you're not dyeing it. Like, I have a team that work with me, and I also design too.
Okay.
So sometimes if I don't have time to make it, of course I should be sure that they'll be able to do the right things for me. So you have to be involved. You necessarily don't have to have your hands on it, though you have to have your hands on it, but you should be involved so that you'll be able to get the right results. Because, when you work with artisans, they can have different excuses for making the wrong things. But when you know about it, it's not going to be an excuse. They have to fix it.
Okay, so one of the opportunities that you highlighted, in your book was collaboration.
Yeah.
That is a major challenge with a lot of designers in the industry, especially here in Nigeria. I'm talking from experience because I'm also a fashion designer. And here you talked about being able to collaborate with other designers for them to use your fabrics. How do you convince someone who's, not into collaboration to collaborate with them to, use your Adire fabrics for their designs?
Okay, the thing is, as a textile designer, as an Adire designer, you should be able to be flexible with different designs. And when you go with all these products, they will understand that they need you. It's just something that when a fashion designer sees and he knows that, okay, if I have this vision and I have this imagination in my head, and you can put it on the fabric, then we should be able to work together. So an Adire designer is supposed to have that designs, or probably have different unique things that you can take to the fashion designer to make the person understand that I can deliver, and also I can work with your time, because that is also very important. Making Adire sometimes can take longer period depending on what design that you are creating. So yeah, so that's one of the things that you have to make the fashion designer know about. And collaboration, like I always say, collaboration is the best thing that can happen to the fashion industry in Nigeria. When you collaborate with textile designers, you'll be able to get better results. Everybody will not make the same designs. In fact, it will help us not to copy other people's designs. Yeah, so that's why we need to collaborate.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, because unlike Ankara fabrics, where you see a certain pattern of Ankara fabric, and you see mostly, all the, you know, traders,
Yeah.
you know, selling that same fabric. But with Adire, there's something unique about it and different. And if you have this, you know, a lot of textile designers, that would even create more, you know, different designs. There'll be a variety of designs to, you know, play with or on demand. Now let's talk about organizing workshops, which you mentioned here. I know of someone who's she's an Adire designer, but I think one of her major challenges has been able to teach people because she really wants to impact, but she doesn't know how to do it, how to start. She doesn't know where to start from. What's your advice here?
Okay, like I mentioned, I'm also an Adire coach.
Yeah.
And if you want to teach anybody, you have to start from the lowest. Even if the person knows any part of it, you have to start from the base so that the person will understand your own base and then take it to the level that the person needs to get to. So it takes gradual processes. You break it down and then it makes it easy for whoever you're teaching to be able to consume it. They need to understand it. You don't just, like, as I mentioned that I'm a coach, there are so many times that we try to make people understand the tie and dye that you mentioned, that in primary schools, that's what they teach. We have to first of all start from there. Then we now move into resisting of the dyes on some parts of the fabrics and everything. And before you know it, your students will be able to pick. So it's easy to teach, but you just have to make sure that they understand
it.
Yes.
Now let's talk about partnering with interior decorators to use Adire textiles in home decor and soft furnishings. I had an exhibition over the weekend, and at least 3 to 4 of the exhibitors there had are into Adire designs, Adire, you know, designs, making and all of that. But one of the things that really stood out for me were the furnishings, home furnishings that were in Adire fabrics. They were beautiful because I'd never seen them before, right? So talk to us about, you know, this partnership. How does it begin? How do you walk up to an interior decorator and say, okay, I have this Adire designs, or fabrics, I would like you to use them for your home furnishings?
So everybody loves unique things.
Yeah.
If you see something that is different from what everybody has, you are going to accept it. So as a textile designer, you go with your designs, like I mentioned. It's just the same with the fashion designer.
Yeah.
You go with your designs and you make the person understand that when you use this, it's going to make your work different from other people's own. And that's even the catch, when you have something that is different from other people. And then it gives that soft furniture the opportunity to be able to pick the kind of designs that they want, so that they can be able to sell it to other people that want to sell it.
You quite highlighted a lot of things here in the book, and a lot of opportunities that Adire or textile designers can actually, that are available in the Adire making industry and space. And thank you so much. I think this is a must-have for everyone who is interested and who has a passion for Adire making. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.